So he was in he was in northern France, and he was doing like these patrolling missions. And like the whole idea was that you need to have chivalry against the people you fight against, because we have like a commonality, and people don't necessarily want to go kill each other, but that's just the nature of war. So he's doing this patrol mission, and he sees a British bomber that had actually just gone and bombed like a West German city, and this bomber was flying back, and he sees it in the air, and he's like trying to tell the guy to land. It's clearly in bad shape. It's not shooting at him. It's just two pilots, and the thing is all battered, and he's flying back trying to get it over the English Channel, and he's like trying to tell him to land it. He's like pointing, go down, and the guy's like, no, I'm not going to. So he gets behind it, and he's like thinking about, okay, I'm gonna go shoot this thing down. And he's ready to shoot it down, and then he remembers like these are like people in this, and like we need to remember that like there's humanity amongst each of us, like these people have families, they want to go home. That's all he's trying to do is get home. So he's like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna help him in. And then he basically guides him through like German airspace and takes him back over the English Channel, and this dude lands, and he lands safely. And I don't know, I just thought it was kind of a cool story. But yeah, so later on, the English guy wants to find the German dude. So he puts these newspaper ads, this is like in the 70s. He puts these newspaper like articles out in West Germany, and he's trying to find this dude, and he's like asking all these questions, and he's like, were you in this plane? Because you remember the plane type and stuff. And were you flying in North Africa at this time? Because there wasn't that many planes really in World War II. Like there was a lot, but enough that you could be able to track down somebody. So somebody who knew the guy found the British dude, and he told him, oh, this guy moved to Canada. So they ended up meeting like 40 years later. And the guy like thanked him, and then they like became best of friends until they died. I just thought that was kind of a cool story about humanity and stuff, but being nice.
This is a cool story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of, have you seen the movie 1917?
Yeah.
That's how great is that movie?
That was fantastic. Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite movies of like the last 10 years that I've seen. I mean, obviously in Shutter Island's up there. Inception's up there. But that movie, I'd love that. It's like all one scene. It's two scenes because he gets knocked out in that one scene. Yeah. That is a great movie. Everything about it is good, and like the fact that they like try to help that guy and he killed him.
And he ends up killing his friend.
Yeah, and he just keeps it going. He didn't even want to go, and he just keeps it going. That's a great movie. If you guys out, if anyone that's listening to this podcast at this point right now has not seen the movie 1917, I don't know if Mitch does, but I highly recommend that movie.
I do too. Yeah.